all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Where's that? Ricky! Go! Go! Bound him, go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big stop, let's go!
On 2nd and 9, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Watson on target here to Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive. We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football. Got an open man, it's QT. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around. Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Joker. Hey, 18. Kill. You.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 23-yard line.
Good. 180. Three ball.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
Set up. 180. Check 55. Ran. Hey, exit.
Now it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
58, right there. Watch the screen. Hey, 31. Check nickel.
After the interception, here's Watson. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
From the end zone, Watson will buy some time right. He's got Fuller, and they'll get him down up past the 15. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We're scoreless after one. Watson looks to throw again. And a catch made by Hopkins. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Pass incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this will be a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got room. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Robinson's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Bears.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Keep it. Ball. 55. Mike 55. Hey, alert. Deuce.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's got Burton here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 41, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Black. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. From the 29, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got three out. Red,
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
They're on 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd and 7.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. Here I come again. 59. Here I come again. Hey, we got to snap it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double dog.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We're set. 19. 45. Watch the pass.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, 18.
Throw left side complete. That's Black. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We play to win. Let's go. Go. 180. Check. Lock in. Check. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Quick throw here, caught by Gabriel. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
41 Mike. Watch your slant. Alert.
Trubisky to throw again. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Alert. Alert. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the curl.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line.
19. 31. 58.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run it on the toss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the curve. Hey, 18.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second